How did this happen? If you or a loved one is struggling with drug abuse, it can be easy to point fingers at the wrong places. Was I a bad parent? Am I too weak to resist temptation? We spend so much time trying to figure out the causes that we forget to acknowledge what addiction really is. Addiction is a primary chronic disease of brain reward, motivation, memory, and related circuitry. In other words, addiction is a brain disease that causes compulsive drug use. But why does this definition matter? Because many people wrongly accuse addiction of being a choice. While drug abuse can obviously result from poor choices, it's much more than that. Drug addiction is a disease. It's important to acknowledge this because it's impossible to treat any illness unless we accurately diagnose it. In order to fix a problem, you have to know what it is. Let's take a short history lesson. Until the last few decades, society was even more prejudiced against drug addicts than it is today. It was normal to think that addicts lacked morality, discipline, or compassion. They were seen as folks out for their own pleasure without caring for anyone else, and this made it extremely difficult for those in need to seek treatment. Fortunately, today we know better. Here's how brain disease works. Addiction resides in the limbic system, a subconscious part of the brain involved with memory, emotion, and reward. The reward center is what ensures we survive. If you eat something delicious, for example, the chemicals in your brain trigger the reward center, increasing the likelihood that you'll eat the same thing again. Similarly, in addiction, the brain reprioritizes the drug, subconsciously telling the user that the drug is necessary for survival. Each time you take a drug, the chemicals distort the brain's communication system. This changes the way nerve cells normally send, receive, and process information. Over time, drug use activates nerve cells to send abnormal messages. The overstimulation of this reward system makes it harder and harder to quit, because the brain is teaching people to repeat the rewarding behavior of abusing drugs. It becomes a vicious cycle that's difficult to break, especially on your own. But it doesn't have to be that way. Fortunately, now that we know addiction is a brain disease, we have the tools necessary to stop it. Recovery from addiction is a journey that should emphasize addiction treatment for individuals with co-occurring mental health and substance use disorders. At Journey Pure, we integrate innovative therapies, wellness strategies, and technological tools to equip patients with a lifelong support system. It's time to regain control of your life. Visit journeypure.com today to learn more.